guys, so today I'm going to show you how to make these fun pumpkin and chocolate pie along with hot chocolate lip balms. If you're not already subscribed, please do so for more fun DIYs. The first one, you will need some tan polymer clay and some sort of triangle. Place that on your clay, then just cut that out, leaving some extra on the top. Now just fold that extra up on the top to start forming your pie crust. When you have it the way that you would like it, you can just use a toothpick to give it some indents to make it look more like pie crust. The next thing that you will need is some clay that resembles pumpkin pie. I just mixed an orange and a gold together. Grab that same triangle shape and cut that out exactly like the triangle. Do not leave any extra on this one. You will also want to make sure that this piece of clay is fairly thick, as this will be the pumpkin pie filling. When you have that cut out, you will then want to get a lip balm container. Place that in the center of your triangle and cut out the circle for the lip balm. Now make sure that your container fits in there. Place it onto the pie crust, then remove the container and bake the clay according to the package instructions. The next thing that we will want to do is decorate the top of our container to look like whipped cream. I just rolled out some white clay and poked it through a star tip to resemble whipped cream. Once I got a long enough strand of whipped cream, I then placed my container back on my pie and began wrapping the whipped cream around the top of the container. Now you will just want to remove the whipped cream from the container and bake that according to the package instructions. You will repeat the same exact process for the chocolate pie lip balm. For the squishy pies, I just cut out two triangles, one for my pumpkin and one for my chocolate pie. I placed the lip balm container on there. Then I cut that out with an X-Acto knife. Then I just turned the pie kind of inside out and used some scissors to carefully cut off the top of the circle so that the container would fit in there. Then I just made sure that my container fit into the foam. The next step will be to paint our foam. I am using some chocolate covered paint. I am going to paint the sides and the top, including the hole where the container will go. No need to paint the bottom. I repeated the same process for my pumpkin pie. I used a yellow color on the side and a honey color on the top and kind of blended those together. For the bottom, you will need a off-color white piece of felt. Using that same triangle, trace it out, then cut it out. Grab some E6000 glue and glue that onto the bottom of your pie. Now find some almond or bisque colored silicone and give that a swirl effect on the back and just a little bit on the top as you see me doing here. Set that aside, let it dry. While that is drying, you can grab some white silicone, the top to your container. Again, using the star tip, I'm just applying some white silicone to give it a whipped cream effect. For the hot chocolate lip balms, I found some of these mini coffee cups. They're plastic. I got those at Party City. I found some hot cocoa paint, put some on the inside of the glass. Then I just swirled that around and let it dry upside down. When your paint has dried, you will just want to find something to stick in the bottom of it to make the lip balm container stick up. I used a piece of foam. I just glued that in there with some E6000 glue. While that was drying, I took some white silicone with a star tip and applied that to the top of the container to give that the whipped cream effect. And then I let that dry. Now to make the lip balms, for the pumpkin ones, I used some grapeseed oil, some cinnamon, honey, and some pumpkin spice tea. I used 2 tablespoons of grapeseed oil, a dash of honey, and a couple pinches of cinnamon. I then put my tea bags in there and I let that heat up for about 20 minutes. I then got some non-toxic crayons and I chose this color to give it a bit of a brown tint. After 20 minutes, I removed the bags. I added in 1 tablespoon of beeswax and my crayon. I let that melt down. Once it was melted, I poured it into my containers and let that sit in the refrigerator for about 20 minutes. For the chocolate pudding, I used about a tablespoon of Vaseline and 1 Hershey Kiss, melted that down, put those in my containers, and put that in the refrigerator for 20 to 30 minutes. For the hot chocolate, I used 1 tablespoon of coconut oil, 1 tablespoon of beeswax, and some hot chocolate mix, melted that all down, poured those into my containers and let those refrigerate for about 20 or 30 minutes also. Once our clays are baked and our paints are dried, it's time to put the finishing touches on. I applied some E6000 glue to the top of the container and glued on the clay whipped cream. Added some glue to the lip balm container and placed that into the center of the pumpkin pie. You can then twist on your whipped cream lid and your pumpkin pie will be complete. Apply the same thing for the chocolate pie and you will have your pumpkin and chocolate pies. For the squishy foam ones, you can put on your silicone lid, put that in the middle, and there are your squishy foam pumpkin pie and chocolate pies. For the hot chocolate, you will just apply some E6000 glue to the bottom of the container. Set that on top of the foam and let that dry. I hope you enjoyed this video tutorial. Please check out some of my other DIY videos. As always, please remember to like, subscribe, comment, and share. Until next time, have a great day, guys.